Hey there, sweet friends, welcome back. I hope you are all well. We're going to be working on a craft and relax video today, and for our project we're going to have a greeting card done in two ways but using the same die set. And so this is intended to be for Christmas, but I also want to get the most use out of it that I can, so we're going to make one for Halloween as well, and we're going to assemble this one together, and then I'll share with you this one at the end. So if that sounds good to you, then stick around and we will make it together. So as I mentioned, we're going to be working with a die set, and typically you would think that this would be designed to be used for Christmas, and I think that's pretty evident. I want to get more use out of my investment for my tools and my supplies, so I am going to imagine the pieces that can be used here for other holidays or other seasons, and so I feel like I'm getting the most for my investment. Now, some of these are fairly similar to dies that I already have in my stash. I do have evergreen boughs and I do have holly. There are a couple of other kind of foliage dies here that I would really like to get a lot of use out of. And then of course the bow, and that was the big seller for me. I really love this layered look, and the stitching detail is going to be perfect for adding more detail and then having it still be flat. So this is going to fit into a standard size envelope. You may have enough layers that it will require a little bit of extra postage for the weight, but it will fit in a standard envelope, and so that's going to make it easier for shipping. And I can picture this bow actually being used for quite a lot of different things. It's a really good size, and then the layering details are perfect. So we're going to focus on that, and I will show you the Christmas card at the end, but let's go ahead and build the Halloween card. And as I mentioned, I do have that standard size card base, so it's going to be 6.5 high by 5 wide. I do like to have some solid cardstock borders. Not only does this add a nice detail, but additional layers of thickness, so it will be very nice and sturdy. And so I'm just going to pull papers from my stash, and when I say that I have stash, I have a folder with bits and pieces, and so sometimes I have enough to cover the whole surface. Often I do need to put some patterns together to fill in that area, and so that is kind of an additional part of the fun challenge. And so I'm just going to add this sort of not very contrasting pumpkin pattern here on the bottom. Most of this is going to have some type of foliage covering it, so I'm not too concerned about the exact pattern, but I do want my colors to coordinate well. And I have a candy corn pattern here for the top. This is so sweet. Candy corn is one of my favorite Halloween treats, and we have had it in the shops here at Meijer where we live in the center aisle, and I can smell it through the bag, but I didn't buy it yet, so I'm showing some restraint. So now I've paired two patterns, but I do want to add an additional one here, and just a little strip was left. I think it's perfect, and I did cut these so that I would have that nice border of the black cardstock. So now this is a little bit thicker, has a little bit more detail and layering, and I was able to get use out of what would have been offcuts, and so that makes me pretty happy. I'm going to add this to my card base now, and I do want to have my 2 glue combo for this. And so I'm pulling off the backing from my double-sided adhesive tape and just thrown in a layer of my Tombow, and this is just going to be centered right on that card. If you had a black card base, I think that would also work well, but I do like the additional layer for sturdiness, so that is what I am going to do. So here we have a perfect background for our Halloween arrangement, and when I do arrangements, I typically would start with flowers and then build some foliage on that. And for this card, we're going to go right to that foliage. And I'm going to tell you, it is not faster and it is not easier, but I think the final resort is absolutely beautiful, and I would do this again anytime. And so I am going to consider the elements for my card to be 3 different shades of either gray or black. And so that would be similar to greenery if I were making a flower arrangement, where I would pick different shades or tones of green so that all of these layering patterns or colors would be a definite layer, and they're not going to get busy and all jumbled up. And so I've cut my evergreen branches from the lightest gray that I chose. And that way it will be a little bit less overpowering for the whole card in general. And I want to put in this rectangle doily. And then I'll top that with my focal image. And so I am going to put my evergreens all along the outside. And I'm going to put them as far as I can without going over the edge. And so this is going to fill in that background. And I can just go ahead and skip right to hot glue for this, which will make this much faster and easier. Not to have to wait for Tombow to set up. And you see, I'm going as far as I can toward the outside. And I'll do that for each of these. You guys can let me know in the comments if you like candy corn as well. I think you just can't have Halloween without it. Tastes really good with coffee. All right, so now my next layer is going to be holly. And of course you would associate that with Christmas, but we've cut it with this pretty charcoal gray. And so I think this is definitely going to be perfect for filling in this arrangement. We've got a wispy layer. And so now we need to really anchor this arrangement together. And so I think these chunkier leaves will fill in nicely. And I have cut one each of the larger and smaller ones and adhered them together before I go working around in this arrangement. So of course I'm going to continue working with that hot glue. And for this one, I'll come in just a little bit. And then I'll do the same for the right and left side. I have a fourth one cut, but I'm going to hang on to that one until we attach the bow. And so this is going to be perfect for these three sides. Now, the last layer of foliage I want to add, I cut from black. And so this is going to be a nice way to separate these layers with color. And so I'm going to come in and add these so that I'm filling in a little bit of that background. Because we've got that large doily, we're gonna be able to make this look very full. Kind of going on the side, so I overlap just a little bit. Since that bow is a larger element to add, I can focus more of these die cut foliage pieces a little bit higher and still have a nice balance for these elements that I'm adding. So now it's time for that doily, and I picked a rectangle one just so that it would fit the image well, and then also the card base. So let's just plunk that on top. You see now that looks perfectly filled in. And we're covering where we adhered it underneath that doily. And because this is kind of a darker card without a lot of contrast, I think this helps to bring some detail and a little bit of sparkle as well. So I have cut this to be just within the border of the detailed area. And so within those scallops. And then last but not least, I do have that image. I picked this one from the Folklore Halloween printable from my shop, and I think it works perfectly with the tone and the color palette that I picked for this. Quite a few different images on there, and they're all very whimsical and full of folk art detail. So I think you will enjoy that. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check that out. But I do want to continue using that black cardstock as a border so that all of these layers will really have a good punch. And then this will go right inside here. Now I know this is not perfectly centered, but remember we have that bow to put at the bottom, so that will hide that a little bit. So here's the bow assembled, and this was 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces total, so it's really not that thick, but it does have a cool shape there in that faux stitching detail. So I'm going to add that last piece of holly. Remember that we had one extra, and I'll just put right here, and that will hang between the tails of our bow. And I just want to make sure to get that centered nicely and even across. Now you could come back in and add a little bit of stickles if you wanted to put some details on that printable. And then I have die cut the berries that would go with the branch. And so on that printable, I don't know if I mentioned this is the Papertrey ink Into the Bloom swag. There is a branch or two, and then there are some berry clusters that you would put on so that you could have those extra details. And I have caught that, this one here, with glitter cardstock that coordinates with my color palette. And so I'm going to use those in place of sequins. So we're still going to get the detail and the sparkle, but without the added dimension. So let's go ahead and add that. And I'm just kind of spacing these sort of randomly. And I think you can tell that it's going to add a lot of character to our card. Just like with my sequins, I do want to add this with Tombow. Kind of make these look like a random spacing, but not really, like purposefully random, so that you don't have any too close or too far apart. You could add some of those branches too in the background, but I think in order for this to maintain a Halloween impression, that wouldn't put all of those elements in here. So that's going to be it for our Halloween card created with our Christmas dies. And of course we do have the Christmas card here as well. This one is created with the same elements and the same process, but I just picked the greenery for our color palette to go with the image. And this one is the Cookie Jar Christmas printable from my shop as well. And you can find a link in the description for that. But I think they both turned out super cute. And this was a good way to stretch not only my offcuts, my scrap paper, but also my tools and my supplies. So I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Check in the description for links. And as always, I'm wishing you a happy and productive day. And I thank you so much for watching. Bye.